Good afternoon, students. In the last class, we have studied histogram equalization technique. So we know that it automatically determines the transformation function and it produces an output that has a uniform histogram. So unlike log transformation or power law transformation, where we have to decide the value of C, gamma, and in contrast stitching we have to decide the value of R1 S1 and R1 S1 R2 S2, right? So here in histogram equalization we need not to decide the value of any constant. Okay, that's why it is an automatic technique. Okay, so you just apply the transformation function and you will get an output image with which has a uniform histogram. Okay, so that is regarding histogram equalization. So now today we are going to see second technique under histogram processing, which is known as histogram matching or histogram specification. So it is a method used to generate a process image that has a specified histogram. Okay, so here we specify the shape of the histogram that we wish the process image to have. Okay, so along with the input image we provide a specified histogram. Okay, so let me tell you with example. So we consider this is our let's say histogram of input image. Okay, and we provide a specified histogram. Okay, and what is our aim? So we have to make this histogram to look like this. Okay, so this histogram is known as a specified histogram. Okay, so we apply the histogram matching technique, okay, by providing the specified histogram, and in the output we may get the output image which will have the histogram in this form, just like means just closer to the specified histogram. Okay, so this is regarding histogram matching. Okay, so remember here we specify the shape of the histogram that we wish the process image to have. So this is the definition of histogram matching. The method used to generate a process image that has a specified histogram is called as histogram matching or histogram specification. So let us see one example. So this is one cat image which is very bright. Okay, and this will be the histogram profile of that image. Okay, now so we may have a knowledge that the normal cat image histogram will look like this. Okay, so we may have a knowledge of that. Now we try to match the histogram of the input image with this histogram. Okay, and after applying that approximation we'll get the desired image. Okay, with whose histogram will look like the specified histogram. Okay, you will not get the exact histogram. Okay, but that output image will have histogram very close to the specified histogram, and that approximation technique is known as the histogram matching technique. Okay, now we know the transformation function of the histogram equalization, which is this. Okay, so just like that the transformation function of the matching is also same. Okay, but here we apply that transformation function twice, first on the input image and second on the specified histogram. This p, z, I are the probabilities from normalized specified histogram. Okay, so we'll see the histogram matching technique through one example, and we will solve one problem on paper. So let us start with that problem. Now we'll see one problem based on histogram matching. This is the intensity distribution of the given image, and this is the specified histogram. Now they have not given the actual diagram of the specified histogram. Instead of that they have given the table. So intensity values are mentioned and the corresponding normalized values are given. Okay, and if you remember, these are the same values which we have seen in the problem number 1 of histogram equalization. Okay, so we have the same image. Okay, now we will apply histogram matching on this on this image. Okay, and if you plot the specified histogram, so the histogram will look like this. Okay, and this is the histogram of our input image, and this is a specified histogram. Okay, so this is our desired histogram. Okay, so the output that we will obtain its histogram should be more closer to this histogram. Okay, that is our aim. Okay, now the first step of the histogram matching is to apply the histogram equalization. Okay, so first you have to apply the histogram equalization. So now we will solve. Okay, so we know that in histogram equalization what we do, the first step is to normalize the histogram. Okay, so for that we apply the formula, that is P of Rk equals to Nk divided by M into N, and for this this image is 64 by 64, so M into N is that is 4096. Okay, so we have already obtained the values, so I will directly write down the values. So Rk and P of Rk I will directly write down 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So P of Rk is 0.19, 0.25, 0.21, 0.16, 0.08, 0.06, 0.03 and 0.02. Okay, next step is to apply the transformation function. Okay, so we know that the transformation function is Sk equals to L minus 1 summation j 0 to k P of Rj. Okay, so by applying this formula we will find out the S0, just like what we did in histogram equalization. Okay, so I will write the value of S0 to S1 directly, because we have already seen this example. Okay, S0 value is 1.33, next is 3.08, 4.55, 5.67, 6.23, S5 value is 6.65, 6.86 and 7.00. Okay, and the next step is to round off the these values. Okay, so this will round off to 1, 3, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7 and 7. Next step that we do in histogram equalization is to find the mapping from R to S. Okay, okay, so so R values will be from 1 to 0 to 7. Okay, and for finding this mapping table we make use of this subscript. Okay, so 0 is mapped to 1, 1 is mapped to 3, 2 is mapped to 5, 3 is mapped to 6, 4 is mapped to 6, 5, 6, 7 are mapped to 7. Okay, so this was our mapping table. Okay, now this was the step of histogram equalization. Now the same transformation function we have to use for histogram matching also. Okay, now we have to apply this function now second time. Okay, but this time we have to use this normalized histogram of the specified histogram. Okay, normalized. So here we have the normalized score. Okay, so and the formula looks like this. Here we use subscript as q, L minus 1 summation j equals to 0 to q p of zj. Okay, so we represent the intensity values of specified histogram by z. Okay, so the formula is same, only the values that we are using are different. Okay, and actually this is the transformation. So g is the transformation function that we are applying on the z. Okay, z is the intensity values of the specified histogram. Okay, okay, so we will find out the z0 value, z1 value, z2 value and so on. Okay, so what will be the z0 value? L minus 1 summation j equals to 0 and the value of q is 0. Okay, so 0 p of zj, it will be 7 into 0 to 0 means single value, So that will be z0, that is 7 into p of z0 is 0. Okay, that means 0. Similarly for z1 it will be L minus 1 summation from j equals to 0 to 1 p of zj, that will be 7 into p of z0 plus p of z1, okay, which is equals to 7 into 0 plus z1 is also 0, okay, so we will have 0. For z2 I will directly write p of z0 plus p of z1 plus p of z2, okay, all these three values are 0. 7 into 0 equals to 0. Next is sorry, this should be g of z0, g of, okay, then g of z3 equals to, it should be 7 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus next value is 0.15, okay, 0.15, which will be 10, okay, 15 into 7, that is 105, okay, 0.5. Then g of z4 equals to 7 plus, I will ignore zeros, that 0.15 plus, okay, next value, that is 0.2, okay, that is 35 multiplied by 7, okay, which will come out to be 2.45, okay. Then g of z5, 7 into 0.15 plus 0.2 plus next value, that is 0.3, okay. Now this part is extra, that is 3 into 7, that is 21, 2.1, we have to add 2.1 here, so that will be 4.55, okay. Then g z6 equals to 7, 0.15 plus 0.2 plus 0.3 plus next value, which is 0.2, okay, this part is extra, that is 2 into 7, that is 14, we have to add 1.4 here, 1.4, 5.95, okay. Then g of z7 equals to 7, 0. Okay, next value, which is 0.15, okay. So now these are the probability, and their sum should be 1, okay. So always at the last you will get 7 only, okay. So the summation of this should be 1, okay, plus into 7 will be 7. You can cross check, that is 15 plus 15 is 3, okay, 3 plus 3 is, sorry, 15 plus 15 is 0.3, 0.3, 0.6, 0.8, 0. That is 1.0 into 7, that is 7, okay. Now okay, so the next step is to round up these values, okay. So just like a histogram equalization, we have to round up these values. So 0 will become 0, 0 will become 0, okay. Then this will become 1, this will become 2, then 5, 6 and 7, okay. Now the next step is very important, okay. Now what we have to do now, so what we have to write here, so we have to write RS, okay, and resultant pixel value, okay, resultant pixel value after applying histogram equalization, okay. So in input image R will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay. Now S, after applying histogram equalization, what were the values? You have to write the values of S. So that is 1, 3, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7, okay. Now the next step is how to find the resultant pixel value, okay. So for that we have to find the value of Z okay, such that this gz is closest to this s value. Okay, I repeat, we have to find the value of z such that the value of gz is closest to s value. Okay, so and we have to do for every value of s. Okay, so now we will start with 1. Now you find out the closest match to this s value. Okay, so for that we need the value of gz0 to gz7. Okay, so I will list them here. Is 0, gz0, gz1 is also 0, it is 0, then it is 1, z4 is 2, 5, 6 and 7. Okay, now we have to find the closest match of this s with this gz values. Okay, so here we have an exact match. Okay, so 1 equals to 1. Okay, now we have to return the corresponding z value. Okay, so which is 3. Okay, so the 0 in the input image will map to 3 in the resultant pixel after applying histogram matching. Okay, now s will find the closest match of s equals s1, which is 3, with gz. Okay, so closest match is 2. Okay, so we have to return the z value, that is 4. Now 5, we have exact match, so I will return the corresponding z value, which is 5. Then 6, we have exact match, so 6, 6, 7, we have exact match, 7, 7, 7. That's it. Okay, so this is the mapping. Remember what we have to do for every value of s, we have to find the closest match, closest matching gz value, and we have to return the corresponding z value. Okay, and how to get the z value? It will be a subscript only. Okay, so if you remember, z values are the subscript only, right? Okay, so this is the mapping. Okay, now let me show you the graph. Okay, now what is happening? Now I will try to plot the resultant, means the histogram of the output image. Okay, so this was the histogram of the given 3-bit image. This was the equalized histogram. This was the specified histogram, and we'll now draw the histogram of the output image after applying histogram matching. And what was our aim? Its histogram should look like this. Okay, so now we'll plot that. Okay, so let me write the values here. Okay, now so we need, okay, so 0 intensity pixel is mapped to 3. Okay, so how many pixels were there with intensity 0? That was 0.19. Okay, if you remember, in the input image it was 0.19. okay, so now those many pixels are having intensity 3. Okay, intensity 3 in the modified image. Okay, so for 3 we'll mark 0.19. okay, then 1 is mapped to 4. Okay, how many pixels were there with intensity 1 in the input image? So it was 0.25. okay, now they were mapped to intensity 4. So for 4 we have to map 0.25. so this was 0.19, 0.25. next, 2 is mapped to 5. How many pixels were there with intensity 2? That was 0.21. okay, 0.21, I think, yes, 0.21. so For 5 it should be 2.1, sorry, is 0.21. Okay, then these 2 pixels are mapped to 6. Okay, so we have to add the values for 3 and 4, and it was for 3 and 4 it was 0.16 and 0.8. okay, that means 0.24. okay, so 0.24, just below the 0.25. Then 7, these 3 pixels are mapped to 7. okay, so now their summation was 0.06, 0.03, 0.02. it comes out to be 0.11. so for this it will be like this. okay, so now as you can see, this is the histogram of the resultant image after applying histogram matching, and as you can see, this histogram is mapped to this one, which is more closer to this histogram. okay, so we have matched this histogram. okay, so this is the process of histogram matching. okay, so now if I write here 1 minute, if I write specified value, okay, and the actual value, you can see how we have obtained the specified values. okay, so specified values were given in the given data. okay, so it was 0, 0, 0, then 0.15, 0.2, 0.3, 0.2, 0.15. okay, and what values we have obtained? For 0 we have 0, for 1 we have 0, and for 2 we have 0, for 3 we have obtained 0.19, and for 4 we have obtained 0.25, for 5 we have obtained, so it was 0.21, it was 0.24, it was 0.11. For 3 we have obtained 0.21, then 0.24 and 0.11. right, pretty close, right? okay, so this is regarding histogram matching. Now for the attendance of today's class, you have to answer these 3 questions. okay, so just message me the answer of these 3 questions in one message through WhatsApp. Let me show you the list of practicals. okay, now we have 3 practicals based on histogram processing. First one is program for plotting a histogram of an image. Second one is program to implement histogram equalization, program to write a program for histogram specification. okay, so we have seen how to plot a histogram of an image. Now consider if it is a gray image. okay, so you have to gray image means levels will be, there will be 256 levels, right? So you have to maintain 256 counters. okay, and you have to visit every pixel and you have to compare its intensity value, and if intensity value is 150, then you have to increment the counter of 150. okay, and then you finally plot the bar graph that bar plot for that counters. okay, and you will get the histogram. Then you try to implement histogram equalization. okay, just you have to implement that formula. okay, you first find out the normalized histogram. okay, and then you try to implement this histogram specification. okay, so now till now we have completed 6 practicals. okay, and you do these 3 practicals by 30th September. okay, so I will create activities for these 3 practicals. okay, and try to complete by 30. If you face any problem and if you want demo for these practicals, okay, let me know. okay, I will prepare a video for that and using MATLAB. okay, so we'll stop here.